Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, the FDA has approved the Pfizer vaccine. This morning, state leaders are responding and more companies are mandating the vaccine.
And new surveillance video shows the moments leading up to the crash on Freya. A dump truck slammed into two businesses, injuring 7 people. We've learned more details as the person behind the wheel appeared in court for the first time.
Good air quality and cool temperatures. That's how we're starting today. I'll let you know how long this wonderful weather sticks around.
Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine has been officially approved by the FDA, and this could mean big changes to vaccination rates across the country.
So this morning, we want to ask you, do you think more people will get vaccinated now that the Pfizer vaccine is FDA approved? Vote in our live Twitter poll right now, and we'll be looking at your responses all morning long. Hi there, good morning, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Let's go ahead and jump right into this big news across the country right now. The FDA has given full approval to the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. Now, full FDA approval could open the door for universities, companies, and local governments to make vaccinations mandatory.
Since December, more than 200 million Pfizer doses have been administered in the U.S. through emergency provisions. President Biden saying those who may have hesitated about getting the vaccine before should be more confident now.
The FDA approval is the gold standard. And as I just said, now it has been granted. Those who've been waiting for full approval should go get your shot now.
Biden also encouraged business leaders to start requiring their workers to get vaccinated.
Now, local government leaders are also weighing in on Pfizer's FDA approval. Washington Governor Jay Inslee released a statement calling the full approval a great milestone in our fight against this deadly pandemic.
So his statement reads in part, people who get vaccinated should be more confident than ever in the safety and effectiveness of this vaccine. It does not just save lives of individuals, it can save entire communities from further devastation.
Now in Idaho, Governor Brad Little released a statement calling the approval a proud moment in our nation's history. He went on to say, to our friends and neighbors still waiting to receive the vaccine, the time to get the shot is now.
Washington Commissioner of Public Lands Hillary Franz is directing all DNR employees to be fully vaccinated against COVID by October 18th, and that includes firefighters. She's also calling on the heads of the Department of Agriculture and Department of the Interior to require vaccinations for all federal wildland firefighters. In a thread on Twitter, Commissioner Franz wrote in part, given the unprecedented fire danger threatening Washington's communities, we cannot afford to lose a single firefighter, a single engine, or a single plane to COVID. Now, we can't keep Washington safe unless our crews are safe first.
Now, following Pfizer's approval, many companies and government agencies are now implementing a vaccine mandate. CVS Health and Chevron say they will implement a mandate with their company. CVS says all nurses, care managers, pharmacists, as well as corporate staff will be required to be vaccinated. Chevron says it will require vaccinations for employees working offshore in the Gulf of Mexico, as well as those who travel internationally. Additionally, the Pentagon says they will now require service members to receive the vaccine as well.
So it's important to remind everyone that these efforts ensure the safety of our service members and promote the readiness of our force, not to mention the health and safety of the communities around the country in which we live.
Troops who refuse to get vaccinated could face repercussions, including evaluation marks that could affect promotions.
Now that the Pfizer vaccine has been approved, WSU will no longer be accepting personal or philosophical vaccine exemptions. All students must be vaccinated by September 10th. Faculty and staff must be vaccinated by October 18th. Officials predict other colleges and universities will follow suit with vaccine mandates following the full FDA approval. And as of now, only the Pfizer vaccine has full approval. Both the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines still under that emergency use authorization.
Now, Moderna has filed for full approval. Johnson & Johnson says that they hope to file later this year. Now, what exactly is the difference between full approval and emergency use authorization?
So full approval means that it requires at least 6 months of safety data, whereas emergency use authorization requires only 2 months of safety data. More than 200 million Pfizer doses have been administered since December.
All right, the time is just before 7:05, and it has been a very brisk morning.
It really has felt brisk. A little bit cold outside this morning for my
Absolutely.
morning walk with my dog Baxter.
Oh.
A little cold for Baxter boy.
Yeah, I had to wear a jacket this morning,
Yeah.
guys.
Does Baxter have a jacket?
He does have a little rain jacket. I did not put it on him. Now I'm going to get a little haters. It wasn't that cold.
No, it wasn't
It was
that
cold, but not jacket dog cold yet.
No,
Come
he's
on.
fine. He's got fur.
It wasn't even cold enough to put socks on this morning.
Oh, the socks. I love
Jeremy
puppies
has
with
some
socks.
feelings about socks. You wear socks just so everyone knows.
I know,
You
there's just the
can't
no
see 'em.
shows.
They're
He's
just the
trendy.
no-shows.
Yeah.
He's trendy. It's all the cool
He's
kids are
cool.
doing it these days. I'm not cool, but I'm here.
You are cool, Jeremy. I want to
All
be
right.
like you.
Let's get you outside with what to expect in the world of weather. Early on this morning, air quality remains close to good. We're in moderate, but we are just 2 points above. So a 52 on the AQI means it's still pretty healthy for all of us to get outside and take our dogs for a walk or just hit the pavement or the trails, whatever it might be. But here you go. Temperatures are on the rise. We went from 46 this morning in Spokane up to 50 now. 48 in Coeur d'Alene, 41 in Sandpoint, and near 50 in both Moses Lake and Wenatchee. Not much in the way of wind, so today's kind of the perfect day. We've got clear skies overhead, and we're going to stay mostly clear through much of the day today. It's off to the north that we're looking for where our wind is coming from. That's pooling in from Canada thanks to that storm that moved through yesterday. That wind comes down, it brings in this cool air and keeps us cool for much of the day today. I do think we top out in the mid to upper 70s later on this afternoon. Comes with cloudless skies, light wind, and good air quality. Really, in my mind, this is kind of the perfect day. A nice brisk morning and a nice mild afternoon.
Well, if you're headed to the airport this morning, picking up or dropping off someone just got a little bit easier. Spokane International Airport opening their 3,000-foot extension of airport drive starting in just about a couple of hours at 9.
Now, this new addition will change the way people use the parking facilities and the terminal to drop off or even pick up travelers. The new roadway will provide a more efficient way to access the terminal curbside and separate the parking lots.
So signage will direct drivers to their desired locations, and this will only impact inbound traffic. Exiting traffic will still use the regular outbound exit. It is time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
The man accused or responsible for crashing a truck into a Dutch Brothers coffee stand last Friday has an extensive criminal history, according to court records. The driver, McGavin Medrain, was in court on vehicular assault charges yesterday. According to court documents, a trooper at the scene of the crash examined Medrain and determined that he was intoxicated on an unknown substance. His criminal record includes 4 felonies and 10 misdemeanors in Idaho, most of which are vehicular charges.
Kootenai County crews found the Lake Coeur d'Alene drowning victim. Investigators haven't released the victim's name yet. Searchers did find the man's body, though, in 11 feet of water, about 200 yards from shore. They've been searching for him since Sunday afternoon after he fell off of a boat. The body of a missing 23-year-old from Idaho has been found. Tata Morrell disappeared in Montana while she was on a solo mountain climbing trip in July. Investigators believe she was killed by a rock fall. Those who knew her say she was an experienced hiker.
A 4-year-old girl has made a potentially record-breaking catch in Wyoming. Caroline May Evans landed a 2-pound golden trout. It's now up for consideration to set the International Fishing Game Association female small fry record for kids under the age of 10. A meeting will be held at the Mullen Road Elementary tonight to discuss the removal of the South Hill Dog Park. Previously, there has been a lot of criticism surrounding the dog park's removal from park goers. The district wants to replace it with a new middle school to accommodate growing enrollment numbers. Now, that public meeting will start at 7 tonight. That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. Well, President Biden's deadline for American troops to be out of Afghanistan is only 1 week away.
And the military wants him to make the decision on extending the deadline today. So after the break, we're talking about this. World leaders are coming together today to talk more about new terrorism threats that could emerge from Afghanistan.
And if you're thinking about taking a trip to Hawaii, you might want to rethink your travel plans. Hawaii's governor is announcing tighter COVID restrictions, what that could mean for travelers.
Get ready for this. A new Spokane restaurant is serving up Cajun classics with a modern twist. Our Restaurant Week coverage continues next.